everyone, welcome to today's motovlog. My name is Marshall3498. In today's motovlog, what I'd like to talk about is something related to motorcycles and related to YouTube as a whole. And that is, I'd like to get y'all's opinion, y'all's feedback, y'all's comments. I think there needs to be, there maybe should be more ways to bring in a source of income and a source of, for smaller channels, say 2,000 subs and under. Do you think it's right for maybe those guys to start a Patreon, to start Amazon, if affiliate links, sponsors, if they can even get that small of a channel? I really think that a lot of people should support smaller channels like myself more, because we're not that YouTube pays any amount of money to speak of at all, but ever since they changed the whole demonetization rules, I don't think anybody does YouTube for money unless you're a really big channel and you can do that full time. And if you can, and if you get that far, that's great. More power to you for being able to do something that basically a hobby of riding motorcycles, even though that's those of us who actually do a bit of work about it. That's the easiest part of this whole process. But there's much more to it than that. There's editing, there's setting up topics, there's getting the bike ready, getting all your stuff charged, getting all your audio sources figured out, all the setup stuff of a helmet, as far as motovlog, all that kind of stuff. It's a lot of work and it's a lot of dedication, and it's not a cheap thing to do if you want to do it right. I'm just a working class guy. Both of my GoPros, not only the B camera that you see me on, but the A camera, are both Amazon refurbished, because they're $50-60 cheaper per camera. The batteries, I buy knockoff batteries. I don't buy the GoPro ones because they're like triple the price. The Chinese knockoff stuff, and it's a lot of time, effort. It's not cheap to do the right way and to get professional and quality stuff. And I just think that smaller channels, people should maybe support them more on helping them, not only helping them, I guess, for lack of a better term, support their hobby and be able to put more money into the channel. But not only that, but you got stuff like, when you do motorcycle trips, if there was a little bit of money put into the channel from outsources, where you don't get paid for YouTube, you'd have money to take trips and put more content out there. Everybody loves trip videos, to see where you started from, all the trials and tribulations you've done for that. I did one on my FC6 a couple years ago, and it was a lot of fun. That video series, at that time my channel was under 500 subs, and it still to this day hasn't done crap for views. But I didn't really do it for that. I did it for the people who actually watch it, and I did it for myself to have memory of it backed up. I can always go back and I can remember this part of the trip or that part of the trip and stuff like that. But but think about it, guys. Think of it like this. Yeah, you think, well, why should I pay for Patreon? And you have a point, but hear me out. If somebody, let's say a smaller channel like myself, if they start a Patreon and people pay, we'll say for ease of math, $5 a month. You get 50 people doing that, that's $250 a month. That's a bike payment for those of you who finance bikes. That's camera equipment, being able to buy more camera equipment, not only just GoPro stuff, but like Canon DSLRs and stuff like that, to take better thumbnails and product reviews and how-tos and all that kind of stuff, and really broaden the horizon and the spectrum of the channel. But I've looked into Amazon affiliate links. I've not really, and I've looked into it, but I've not really even tried to do it yet. I may start to do that if Amazon will even do it. If I get a little bit of kickback, even if it pays for, let's say, just my internet at my home, then whatever. But this is not an easy thing to do. I hate to say this and sound sexist, and I don't mean to come across this way, but if you're not a woman and you're not an attractive woman who rides a motorcycle, which we all know those things hardly ever happen to have both. It's pretty hard to grow your channel as just an everyday guy. I hate to say it that way, but that's the way I feel. And you know, there's guys who, you know, I agree that have done well on their channel and done well for themselves, and that's great for them that they've done that. But you know, it takes that one video to really go semi-viral or really get you noticed, and then your channel explodes. I've grown mine now. I think I've been doing YouTube for 4.5, 5 years, and yes, my channel's grown. I've got, you know, I'm over 250,000 total views now, which is awesome. That's great. But it hasn't come easy, and it hasn't come quickly. I'm not griping about that, but I'm just, you know, speaking my mind, so to speak. But go out there having fun in the water. It's cool. But you know, it's not an easy thing to get into. It's not cheap. It's not inexpensive. It's a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of effort. And I just think that maybe smaller channels should maybe start doing that. And I think if smaller channels do that, and they can do that, and they can get people to support them, that's great. Don't think of them, oh, they're just trying to get money on me. No, I don't think that at all. After seeing all the stuff and been doing this long enough, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think if people support them, they start supporting them, that shows that people actually care about the quality and the content that they're putting out, and that people are supporting them. Do I think I'll ever start doing that? Maybe at some point, but I don't think it would even be worth it. People would say, well, look at your tiny channel and you're wanting to do this? Really? And I just don't think it would go well, and I don't think it would be even worth mentioning. It may not. I don't know. But, you know, I really thought that this year would be the year I'd get 1,000 subs. Even though I'm past 800 now, barely. But 1,000, no. And even if I am, I'm still like 1,500 hours short, or minutes watched, or however YouTube rates it, a month, to be able to, you know, to have monetization put on there anyway. Even though if you watch my videos, YouTube puts ads on there, but do I get any money from that? No, YouTube gets every bit of it. But, you know, we do get to upload to YouTube for free, so whatever. But I just like to get y'all's opinion and feedback on what you think about the whole topic in general, and see what y'all think, and get y'all's questions and comments, and go from there. So on that, guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's motovlog. If you've not already done so, subscribe and turn the little bell icon, as I normally upload once a week. And y'all ride safe and have fun. We'll see you.